right, what's going on, Ranger fans? Welcome to another edition of 407 Rangers. I'm your host, Raymond Tapia. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and a comment. Turn on your notifications every time I'm about to upload a post, a highlight, or a recap, or go live on the stream. So, you guys know last night it was probably the most interesting game for the New York Rangers. I don't care what anyone says. Who cares if they didn't score a goal? Yesterday was probably their best game they played all season because that was probably the best defense I've seen all season long from this team. And I said to myself, where the fuck was this in December and November? If they were playing like this in the winter, like prior, bro, we would have been in a way better situation by now. But I'll take it. I mean, like I said, nobody scored on this game. Columbus actually played really good. I gotta tell you, Columbus is just not playing, man. Ever since Johnny Gaudreau, God bless his soul, when that tragic thing happened, they said we're gonna go on a mission for him, man. And I believe in them, man. They might just go to the playoffs, and I know if that happens, Gaudreau's just gonna be very happy from above and just smiling because he knows the team did not just quit and break down and kept it going for him. Because anybody would have understood that situation if Columbus didn't have the will and motivation to play after that. Because any team would, especially a guy like Johnny Gaudreau. Because everybody forgets he was more than just a hockey player. Obviously, with the impact he had with his death, a lot of people were very saddened, and his wife and everything. So it's still an unfortunate situation because God, God forbid, like imagine. Just imagine if Goudreau was still alive and the Blue Jackets was playing like this. They would have really been in a spectacular position this year if he was still alive. But God bless his soul. Rest in peace to him. I'm just glad that the Blue Jackets are on a serious mission. And the crazy part is, some of their top line guys aren't even back and they're still playing really good. So I got to give credit to the Blue Jackets for just literally thugging it out and saying we're gonna make this season the best of it no matter what happened. And they're just not giving up, man. So shout out to them. But anyways, the two stars of the show has to be Tasarov and Igor Shesterkin, obviously, because both of them technically had shutouts. The only difference is Igor just had one more save than Tarasov. Tarasov had a spectacular game too because he did not make it easy for the Rangers to score. It took all the way from the overtime to where Mika Zibanejad had a couple of chances. And how about Mika Zibanejad, excuse me. It was hilarious to me because Mika was mad he didn't get a call. So he tried to do some shit I would do in an NHL 25 video game on my Xbox where he basically pulled a toe drag and he tried to hit the Michigan. And I'm not going to lie to y'all. If Mika Zibanejad had pulled that off, if he had hit that toe drag Michigan move, I would have just walked out the room like, what the fuck did I just see from this guy? Like, who made him this mad to do that? But you never know. We might see something out of him like that again. I mean, Mika Zibanejad had his chances on overtime, too. He had two breakaway chances and unfortunately fanned it at both. So I don't know. I mean, we'll take the wins. Thanks to Vincent Trocheck on the shootout. If it wasn't for Vincent Trocheck hitting that shootout goal, we probably would have been in another round of a shootout, and it would have just been never-ending because that's where it was going with this game. I was like, well, this is going to be the goalies game tonight, and both teams were just, like I said, playing great defense. The only difference was Columbus had a couple of more block shots, but other than that, the Rangers stayed in it. The scoreboard did not matter. They did not even care that they weren't scoring. They were just like, we just got to stay in it. So props to the New York Rangers for that. And also, I will keep you guys updated as well because I know I completely forgot that they were playing the Montreal Canadiens tonight. That's how ridiculous it's been for me to keep up with the scheduling. But I will be watching that game as well, and you guys already know I'll be getting the recap of that. I highly doubt we're going to get another game like last night. It's probably going to be a game where the Canadians are going to be scoring, especially after last night, because they are not happy about how they had the lead. They had the 3-goal lead against Toronto. And Toronto, in the second and third period yesterday, just started cooking on their ass. Like, they dropped like 7 goals right after. It was 3-0, and out of nowhere, the Toronto just scored 7 straight, and it was all from different players. It wasn't no one scoring a hattie or anything. That was just like, my God. And the Toronto Maple Leafs needed that because you guys know they've always had a historic problem with beating the Canadians at their home. So the fact that they did that in their home, yeah, they're not happy, and I'm sure the Rangers are going to be feeling that grudge. So hopefully the Rangers can play like they did yesterday, but this time they actually score the goals because, like I said, Montreal is not going to be happy about this situation with what they did yesterday. So we will see what happens. But like I said, the Rangers have to score on this one. That defense and goaltending isn't going to cut it with this team because you guys know the Canadians are now in the playoffs. This team went from a rebuilding to everybody thought they weren't going to be good for another 2, 3 seasons to now they are in the mix. And that rebuilding team, they are starting to understand the assignment. And this is why you got to watch out for this team. So I'll keep you guys updated. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. Hopefully the Rangers beat this team and we start the week off with more point gaining because we need it if we want to stay in the mix.